Hi, I am First Witch. I use the fire to burst your brain. Watch me in the series.
Your Highness. And this is, where am I at want I rushing to finish the blueprints? Tomorrow the date when I have to hand in the blueprints. Your Highness. Your Highness, it is about time for the execution, please quickly announce your ruling. And, wait the right now. Kingdom of Graces ties fourth prince. Roland Wimbledon. Fight for the throne decree. It was the bizarre idea that father came up with to decide who will become the successor of the throne. He placed various territories under the rule of his 5 children who were in their adulthood, and based on our level of governing during years he would decide who delict fixed successor. During these years, I want to personally witness your levels of gov earning in the land that were all given to rule. The fight for the right of inheritance of the throne will be fair competition. Do think that we are playing a mealtime strategy video game who will guarantee that the starting conditions of everyone would be the same. Martial strength attribute over the of first prince, martial intelligence cent. Wealth attribute over of second prince. Wealth martial intent strength license military strength. Military strength attribute over the of third princess. Wealth martial intelligence steel military strength. Intelligence attribute over the of fifth princess. Martial winter strength license. One who spends his time drinking and indulging in pleasure, hedonist. This fourth prince, who was not favored since young and also loves courting death, was assigned to this border town where a bird wouldn't even want to shit at living together with a bunch of aborigines at this city where excrement are casually dumped around, then taken away. The Black Death was truly planned out well and clear. Your Highness, it is about time for the execution, please quickly announce your ruling. That's right, I am at here too. Pre-season the fourth prince was here's because he was tending to execute witch. Dated carnation, oh below. Have one so any thirst, hang her to death. Any place when civilization is mot kindled motor stupid ting actually really exists. Placing the happenings of calamities and misfortunes all onto a pitiful person. Release that witch. Your Highness. Please the witch. What is his highness about talking? But your highness. Your highness, this is not a joke. Chief Knight Carter Landis. Once a witch identity has been confirmed, they must be killed. If not, what will we do if it attracted other witches to come and release her? A knight whose arm is thicker than a person's body is afraid of jailbreak. Wouldn't it be better if a few more witches come and we catch them all in one swipe? I'm going back to rest all of disperse. Border town south, castle fourth prince's temporary residence. God. What have I actually done? The last time when I talked to that many living people was when it was Chinese New Year's. Could be that I died from then transmigrated this damn place afterward. Forget about it, this is still an additional life after all. I cannot complain about it from now onwards. I am Roland. Let's first start from finding out information of that witch. Border towns, your highness, what you are doing is too dangerous. Prison. Even if she is chained, God's locket of retribution, it doesn't guard auntie. That will definitely be safe. Chief Knight is act ally, afraid of a little lady. Isn't that too much of a nonsense? They are the claws of demons. Does this fellow have the face of a charming man but the mouth of a chatterbox?
Come, let me have a look. Don't come near. No need to be nervous. What is your name? She is a witch who used witchery to kill people at North Slope. Your mind, she is a highness monster. Who you must cannot even be burned to not talk to death. Fire the witch, she will definitely bewitch you. Do what happened at North Slope mine? Can you tell me about what happened in details? What does it? Don't want to talk about it? No, I will talk. Father works at the mine, but because of the collapse of the mine he was trapped. At that time a mine worker wanted to seize the opportunity to steal away the valuables that were on him. This damned little thief. Uncle Asgard, let you all spoil matter not. Anna, this is this you're doing witch, the power of witch. Please, regarding the matter about me being a witch, don't say it out, I beg you all. So from the looks of it, the reason are here is that your neighbor reported. He did not report me. The person who reported me is Father. Highness, you see, she has already confessed. Quickly execute her. Not on the contrary, I want to have look at the so-called power of witch. What is it wanting to see the power of demon that you all talk about? I want to have a look. They hanged the god's locket of retribution on neck, thus I am not able to unleash the power of witch. Do you dare to take off this god's locket of retribution from me if are not afraid that your curiosity could get killed? Come, begin your performance. B. What is this? Your Highness, be careful, ha. This is the power of a witch. Don't come over this damned witch. No wonder Baron Mons said that fire is unable to burn her to death. Pete, she herself is fire, so how would she be afraid of herself? Has it ended? Has the fire been extinguished? Magic Act ally really exists in this world. Just how much of precious resources could she be? I have satisfied your Highness right now. You can kill me already, right? No, Lady Anna. I have decided to hire you. This is much more impressive than the theorized invention perpetual motion machine of. What did you say? Your Highness, you act delay once she could to hire a make all witches suffer a calamity just as easy as blowing off dust. Is there any problem with this? This action of yours is basically publicly announcing that you are going against the Holy Church. We will be watched attentively, the Witch Cooperation Association. And they will annihilate us all in one got. Baron Mons, immediately, and get me a copy of employment contract. As government affairs assistant, don't tell me that you don't know about this. I want to formally establish an employment relationship with Lady Anna. Also instruct someone to arrange Lady Anna's residence. Have all settle well according everything that to your eye instructed. You instruct all to do tons. The switch has already been hanged to death at the public square during the afternoon. Your Highness, you actually saved witch. The risk of this is too big already. His Highness is causing too much of trouble already. Don't doubt decisions, Baron Mons. From point of view, witches are not any demons, ghosts, or monsters. But, Baron Mons, do you feel that Border Town is a good place? It is not really a good place. It is a very her rightful place, all right, without second brother's fortune and without third sister's military strength. What do you think is the probability of us winning over them? It is practice call close to zero. Therefore I can only change to another kind of method. That's right, Baron Mons. Where is Lady Anna? Bring her to come meet me. His Highness wants to see you change into your work attire. Ah, I actually have to wear this kind of. Lady Anna, Prince Roland awaits. Please walk this way. And although this wooden shack was built at the last minute for Anna to practice at, it seems quite decent. Your Highness, Lady Anna has married. It suits you well. Decision worker attires are been indeed stiff, and correct magician robes are too cumbersome. Only the maid attire that has been altered is the most suitable for witches. How is it, Lady Anna? Is the clothing fitting for you? Your Highness, did you take in a person like me, underscore? Am a witch who has core rusted and evil blood flowing within her. Aren't afraid. I'm not afraid. I believe that the thinking of the power of witch originating from demons is but the precut dice of humans. The reason people fear is that they simply do not understand this kind of power, and furthermore, they don't understand. I don't believe in whatever power of demon. I only know that this power belongs to you yourself, old. And I will assist helping to control and use this power. Anna, can you still continue? Seems like the practice of controlling fire is not as easy as I imagined. Ah, clothes gall darned. It is fortunate that I let Tyre prepare this many spare clothes. They are finally able to be put to good use. For Anna to insist on not wearing the maid attire while practicing, it seems like it was a very wise decision. If not, the maid attires would have all been burnt. Reporting to Your Highness. Baron Mons has something urgent to report to Your Highness, so you are here. The patrolling squad reported that they discovered traces of demonic beasts. The months of the demon will be coming early this year's months of the demon. Your Highness may not be clear about it. Every year after the first snowfalls the sun would become faint and dim, and the gates of hell within the mountain would open during that time. Border Town does not have any guarding capability, thus all of its inhabitants will have to migrate to the longing stronghold. However, please be at ease, Your Highness's safety will definitely be the primordia. Have you seen before the gates of hell? How could normal people be able to see it, leaving alone the fact that the mountain even is totally impose coming close Bible to cross to the mountain over one would be affected the evil miasma unless that person is a witch who has fallen from grace and become the claws of the devil. Only witches are not affected the evil miasma and are able to see the gates of hell. What about demonic beasts? You ought to have at least seen a demonic beast before, right? I have never seen before a demonic beast. I am the same as Your Highness. This is first time coming to Border Town within the center castle of Kingdom of Grey Castle. Only a few people have encountered a real demonic beast. To have to migrate once every year, how can this place even develop? Originally I thought that although Border Town was only a barren land, at least it still had the potential for development, but from the looks of it now this place is but a huge hopeless pit. Since Longsong Stronghold is able to defend against the demonic beasts, it means that the demonic beasts are not invincible. Then can't we defeat them at Border Town? Longing Stronghold has a huge wall and Duke Ryan elite troops are stationed there. How can Border Town, this kind of small place, be compared to them? So this means that the reason Border Town was built between North Slope Mountain and Chi-Chi River was so that Border Town could act as a cannon fodder. Bring your people and go find the local guards and hunters. They need to have lived here for more than 5 years. They are the best choice for fighting against the demonic beasts. Anna, tell me about the months of the demon. All right, Your Highness. Unlike you nobles, to us the months of the demon are a nightmare that we have to experience every year. Nightmare where one could die. As Your Highness knows, father is a miner, and like the majority of the people in this town, he lived a hard life. Every year when the months of the demon arrived, we would transport the year's harvest of Border Town to Longing Stronghold to exchange for food for the next year and some gold royals. During the months of the demon we would stay at Longing Stronghold's temporary set element until the winter was over. During a certain year the months of the demon continued for months. The government official of Longing Stronghold told us that the ores we produced that winter were only enough to purchase months worth of food, and they are only able to give out the food for the 4th month when the next batch of ores arrived, but because the months of the demon were not over yet, we were basically unable to leave the stronghold. Not only that, but because the food and other nicest cities were all distributed, the strong bullying the weak happened often. Some of the people were unable to endure through the months of the demon. I reckon that it must have been very tough for a girl like you, right? Your father. Actually, during that time father was still very protective of me. That was Gold Royal's father. He just wanted to continue living. That kind of months of the demon won't ever come against, I guarantee it. Where is Baron Mons? Call him over. I want to ask him how he has dealt with the matters I asked him to do. All right, Your Highness. Border Town Government Affairs Office. Are those the people that I am looking for? Yes. Those two are Border Town's patrol squad captains. They are in charge of lighting up the fire beacon every year. This hunter said that he had fight against a demonic beast before and had personally cut off a demonic beast's head. Respected Prince, Your Highness, the snow has begun to fall at the beacon tower. We are able to see the movement of demonic beasts. They crossed through the concealing forest, so we lit up the beacon fire to notify the people in the town to leave. Since you two came together, let your partner answer instead. How do demonic beasts look like? Are they billable? They are billable, Your Highness. They were originally ordinary animals from the forest. Although they were affected the evil miasma and became manic and ferocious, they can still be killed. Every year after the months of the demon were over, Longing Stronghold would send out cavalry troops to clean away the remnants of the demonic beasts that are at the path between the stronghold and border town. They are nothing formidable to your I have demon reporting highness killed beasts before of to them. This aura as expected of a man who proclaimed that he has killed demonic beasts before. This is the hunter from the town, his name is Iron Axe. For him to be this tall, it was rumored that he possessed the lineage of the giant of Morin clan. You said that you have killed demonic beasts, a wild boar species and a wolf species. What do you mean that species is the way us hunters classify them were originally ordinary animals from the forest, but because of the evil miasma of hell they became manic and ferocious and very hard to deal with. Wolf species would become more cunning and their speed would become astonishing. If you want to kill them, have to set up a trap in advance. For wild boar species, its black fur would become extremely tough, and even within a range of yards it would still be very difficult for a crossbow to penetrate it. The strong becomes stronger and the quick becomes quicker, but they are all still animals. Exactly, they are not the most terrifying enemy. The most terrifying ones are the mixed species. They are the incarnate of devil. Only hell would be able to create such horrifying beasts. I have only seen one mixed species before. Not only did it possess the strong of a fierce beast, it even had a pair of wings grown on its back and was able to for a short distance. Furthermore, it seems to be able to know where I am. No matter where I hide, he would always find me. I only managed to survive jumping into Chi-Chi River right before I fainted. This world is becoming more and more fantasy, like a strong wall can block all the ordinary demonic beasts, but what about those that can? Mixed species should be very scarce, right? There are not many of them, your highness. During each month of the demon there would only be 2 mixed species. If not, Longing Stronghold would have to face huge problems each year. So it is indeed like this. I have decided to stay at border town. Is there blame out the question, your highness? Just the wild boar species demonic beasts alone. Only the elite troops at the stronghold are able to deal with. Adding them on with their male wall support, relying on guards alone defend the demon beasts. After the casualties over, everything would surely fall apart from as. If that's it, what if I gave you a wall? I will give you a wall right between the bottom of North Slope Mountain and Chi-Chi River. Even if you want to fool around, you must also have a limit. Do you know how long it would take to build a wall like this? Not mentioning that there is only less than months until months of the demon. Even if we had years, there may not even be enough time for us to build the wall. I understand this. You don't have to come to a conclusion this fast. If there is no reliable wall, that time I will follow you and retreat to Longing Stronghold. I don't have the intentions to discard life at this damned place. I swear to protect you with life. Grey Castle, Blue Waterport. The sea breeze has become cold. Winter is approaching. Ryan, when will our blackmail fleet be able to return? If nothing unexpected happens, they will be able to arrive at Blue Waterport in days. This is this year's last voyage. I hope that they will bring me a sufficient surprise. If you hide gold royals in a cupboard, they will be just like stones, only spending the gold royals. When would they be able to exhibit their true worth? Let's go back inside the room. The wind is getting stronger and stronger. Palace, your highness, there is one thing that I don't understand. How were you able to foresee all of this before the king had even announced the fight for the throne? Foresee? I did not know that father would think of a fight for the throne. This kind of lousy idea to help pave the way for that darling second son of his. Will the person who governed their city the best definitely be able to sit on the throne of Grey Castle? I originally thought that would be able to understand after you had seen the blackmail fleet plan. Ryan. So that is the reason your fleet is not only built for gathering fortune, allowing plundering and not adding taxes. Ever since blackmail fleet plan has been commenced, it has gained experienced sailors, fierce warriors, and the support of the people. This is Grey Castle's third Princess Garcia Wimbledon, a woman who is able to rely on her insight and strength to ascend onto the throne. Oh, that's right, leave those things aside first. I heard that those little tricks has failed. Yes, there is only news from Border Town reporting that the pill has failed. For the other places there won't even any news. If there are no news from other places, it means that they were killed brothers. It is as expected. However, did not expect that even fourth brother was able to be safe and sounds. To speak the truth, I feel a bit disappointed. Kingfisher said in the secret letter that she personally saw the fourth prince eat the pill with her own eyes. Failure means failure. I do not want to listen to any explanations. It will soon be the months of the demon. Adorable four brethren is going to Longing Stronghold to take refuge. Right when the demonic beasts attack, the stronghold will definitely be in disarray for quite a while. You write a letter to Kingfisher, tell her to grab hold of this opportunity. The pill was bought from Alchemy Master Ensile. Right, what did he say at that time? The pill is colorless, tasteless, and melts immediately when comes into contact with water. Death is definite if the pill is taken. Incurable, and is the latest achievement of his alchemy. Right? Yes. Hang him. Anna, what are reading again today? Poetry of Nobles, or is it the history of religion development? Hello, teacher Carl Van Bates. Damned witch, hang her doll stern. Not. I dream of annals hanging again. If such a pure girl like Anna can also be proclaimed as evil, those admit isolative officials at Grey Castle whose greed can't be satisfied should be the devils that came from hell, substituting for them out the stone materials that they can pocket a few hundred gold royals. It would not have caused the new theater building to collapse while it was undergoing construction and drag. I nay live of over. They should be the people that are hanged. But this kingdom did not give them the ruling they deserve. Instead, it was the innocent stonemasons association who bore the charge, imposing heavy Stephen of public safety disorder and crowning the title of devil on an innocent and confused Jryerlto. The gallows. God, what is true evil? Are you able to see it clearly? Beach. Teacher, I feel that something is wrong with. I be hanged like Anna, not you. Will get better. Teacher will protect you well. I did not stand up when the Stonemason Association was destroyed. I also did not stand up when Anna was hanged. Cannot let the same thing happen to Nanak. I must do something. Idle, don't squeeze. There is such a good thing. I can't believe it. Let me go in to take a look. The fourth prince actually wants to hire people to construct border town at this time. Stone grinder, mud craftsman, handyman. There are quite a few different. Is this job that he is real or looking for fake? Does it cover food and shelter? How much can they give us per day? Don't think about it. You can't even build a manure pit properly. What else would you even be able to construct? Work. Notice the prince is currently recruiting people to construct border town. These various jobs can be chosen. Stone request for male years old to years old has fit payment is bronze royals per day. Mud craftsman, not limited to gender. Years old and above must have experience in masonry. Payment is bronze royals per handyman. Request for male years old and above. Payment is bronze royals per day. Stonemason, not limited to is not limited. Anyone who has participated, Sursai in layman municipal administration, building stronghold or construction work can join. Term recruitment. Payment is gold real per month. Additional clause, people who have ample experience and show exceptional performance could be awarded official position. Grinder, body day. Have ample experience and show exceptional, be awarded an official position. That's right, His Highness. It is rumored that His Highness' thinking is unique. His personality is different from ordinary people, and he extremely dislikes the Holy Church. However, it is more likely that I would be treated as the accomplice of witches and be sent to the gallows. Right now I can only place hope on that the prince who dislikes the Holy Church will be able to treat the laws of the Holy Church as waste paper. For Anna who has already died, for Anna who is still alive, for the sake of the cracks in heart to stop becoming any wider. Your Highness, how high and wide do you intend to build this wall? At least Chinese foot tall and Chinese foot wide, big enough for people to walk in together while being side to each other. If it's like that, we will have to dig a trench that is a person's height deep to stabilize the upper part of the wall. Furthermore, if the top part of the wall is Chinese foot wide and the wall is Chinese foot tall, the width of the bottom part of the wall needs to at least be doubled, even if the digging of the trench and building of the wall starts at the same time. And you give me artisans, the most I can guarantee is that I will be able to complete them next year's months of the demon. What is the main problem? The main problem is that for guaranteeing the wall's stability, every stone must be picked and grinded properly, if not it will be very hard for them to stick together. I understand. We will follow your plan. The digging of the trench and construction of the wall will be at the same time. For the building of the wall you don't have to worry about it. Grey Castle's Alchemy Workshop's latest product, cement, will surprise cements. Border town cement burning. Mom, Your Highness, in this room, can the cement that you speak of really be made? The production of cement is very simple, and the raw ingredients are very common. Just slightly fiddle around at Border town, and you will be able to get everything. The crucial point to making the cement is the temperature. However, I don't remember the specific temperature that is needed, and in this era there are also no reliable tools for controlling and confirm bring temperature. Therefore, Carter, stay here. Yes. Therefore the making of the cement can only be depended on the power of witch. How is it? I have not let Your Highness down. This is the thing that want. It looks like it. Whether it works or not I will only know after I it out. Building houses, building bridges, what building roads they're used as are many places that it have it can be used at. If this thing is successful in the future, the people will no longer need to fear for cold wind or be afraid that the hard rain or snow will destroy their house. Such an awesome building material is only possible to be created because of Your Highness. Is this the effect of cement? It seems to have indeed stuck two bricks together. Very good. It is very firm, totally different from the normal hardened clay. Alright Carter, don't busy yourself too much. I have already roughly understood the toughness of cement. The production this time is very successful. This is the effect of cement. Yesterday it was still fluid, just like a candle that has been melted. But just after with this night it became as thing we can build tough as stone. The wall, however, fast we want to. As long as there are enough stones we can even build a wall around the kingdom within years. What is the use of that? No matter how tall the wall is, it is still not able to defend against the enemies that are within the wall. I would rather turn the wooden houses at Border town into durable cement houses and make sure people no longer have to fall into a situation where they will no longer have a house to return to after a calamity. In the future I will let you all see that in this world witches are the number productive force. After all, it is very easy to get sick when working in a dusty environment for a long time. It is fortunate, thus I cannot keep that we sent out on letting Anna do the recruitment. Those things notice and doubled the number of stone grinders, which allowed us to have ample time to prepare more raw materials while Anna rests. In the future when the production scale becomes bigger, just Anna alone will not be enough. Witches should not be used as consumable products, they should be used as the engine to push forward civilization. Although relying on Anna's power we solved the problem regarding cement, and although the digging of the foundation for building the wall connecting North Slope Mountain and Chi-Chi River has been started, building a wall is not as easy I imagined. But Your Highness, because you lowered your status during the first day of work and personally showed the workers of North Slope how to dig the trench, they are currently working very hard. Even though they worked so hard, only a crooked trench was dug out at North Slope. Rather than saying that it is the foundation for building the wall, could say that it is long sewer. Although me and the civil engineer next door were called the two engineering dogs, the things we learned were miles apart. This kind of civil engine needing problem I basically do not understand any of it in the slightest. Please quickly let a professional come and help me think of a way. Your Highness, so we're here. I have something to report to you. What? A stonemason came to respond is it to your recruitment and proclaimed that he had worked at Grey Castle Stonemason Association before. Stonemason Association, if I recall, it is a famous organization, although it is said that they were ordered to disband because of cutting out on work materials. How can a problem not occur when work in this line of work? This is the kind of talent that we need right now. Bring him to come meet me. Yes. Border Town's Roland Government Affairs Office. Your Highness, the person that you want to meet has arrived, Your Respected Highness. Alright, you can leave out the etiquette. Raise your head. Yes. And NBA. Anna, is that you? What? Teacher. Carter, block the door, don't let him run away. Isn't this too much of a coincidence? A random stonemason that I recruited is act ally the witch. Neighbors. It is I am sorry, you are still really you, Anna. Alive, this is great. However, from the looks of it, he doesn't seem to be a person that will be harmful to Anna. Perhaps there are some secrets. Don't be nervous, calm your emotions down, then reply to questions. Aren't you a stonemason? Did you turn into Annel's teacher? I'm extremely sorry, Your Highness, I lost cool. Name is Carl Van Byte. I was once a member of the Stonemason Association, but right now I am only a teacher at Border Town. Anna is a student that I taught. Although I don't know Your Highness saved a witch, even if it was because you wanted to take her as your concubine, it is still much better than sending her to the gallows. This at least shows that His Highness is not afraid of the rumors that witches are the incarnation of the devil. If I'm able to plead His Highness to take in Anna as his concubine too, perhaps she could avoid being harmed. This is the ritual ton. Your Highness, I hope that like Anna can hide in concubine chamber. Like Anna is also an adorable girl, you can bring her to come meet me. If she really is a witch, I will guarantee that she will not receive any harm at all. However, I cannot send people to bring her away from Pine family, especially when she still has not suffered any actual threat from her family. Another thing, the reason that I saved Anna is not what are imagining right now, it is another witch. This is truly a great news, although I still do not understand her power, but if she is willing to provide help, she will definitely be of use during the months of the demon. I need her help compared to senseless talk like the power of witches is the evil power of the devil. I am much more inclined to believe that neither kindness nor evil has anything to do with the power of witch, and the power of witch can be controlled, so no matter if it is Anna or Nanak, as long as they don't do anything that is against the law, I will not think that they have committed any crimes. Next, let us talk about the proper matter. Have taken part in building Grey Castle wall before? Yes. Very good. I intend to build a wall between Chi-Chi River and the bottom of North Slope Mountain to defend against the attacks of demonic beasts. From today onwards will be in charge of this project. Border Town, the flower garden at the back of Roland Castle. Am I going to die? Are not going to die. Anna is living well too. I am the 4th Prince Roland Wimbledon and I am Anna Pine. And teacher, you did Bate has really been appointed or done you the 4th Prince, you the person where charge build the wall. Currently he is researching how to properly use the cement him. Tim they Anna Miss Street, what all right, season every eat what this injured strange clothing wear. Teacher Bates can clearly was brought here, don't see beret. Anna is only years old right now. After she grows up, how beautiful will she become? Cough Lady Pine, I heard from teacher that have awakened the power of witch. You will, you hang me. No, of course not, those who are hanged are all heinous criminals. You are not a heinous criminal, and Lady Anna is not either, thus you don't have to worry about this. I'm also not sure teacher said that witches possess power after they have been enticed the devil. But I have never seen the devil deny accord. When did you find out that are different from others? Roughly week ago. I think I saw a little bird sprained leg and wanted to help it very much. Afterward I felt that something ran out from within hands. Something ran out. What happened afterward? And the water suddenly surrounded the little bird, and after that the little bird's leg recovered. Carter, bring me a chicken. That's right, I want a live one, the kind that is extremely healthy and doesn't have any sickness. Understood. Could it be that her power is the healing kind? Her power has a very important meaning toward the life of individuals. Did you still think that witches are evil when your power is able to heal little animals? Teacher said that witches are able to do things that ordinary people can't do. Although it doesn't seem bad, that is a trap that the devil set to entice more people. I have really never seen the devil before, I swear. Of course, you have not seen the devil before, that is but a lie of the Holy Church. Your teacher is one of the people that have been swindled them. The Holy Church is lying to people. This has nothing to do with preference, they are doing it solely for benefits. Your Highness, be gentler a bit, it will hurt. It's alright, it will be over very quickly. Back, bye. Back. Carter, hold the chicken firmly. Yes, Your Highness. War. Back. Lady Pine, please use healing on this chicken now. I will. A few hours later, Adda. I see, I finally understand Anna Pine's power. She can recover damaged parts of a body. Although her power can't grow out a new limb, but if she used her power on a limb that has been reattached to it, could make the cut be healed completely. Just that she has no way to revert life and death. Once the chicken died, her healing power had no longer have any effect. Alright, Carter, return this chicken to the kitchen. You are too much, Your Highness. Alright, don't glare anymore. Come and have some food instead. Your Highness, Anna, see tomorrow. You see tomorrow, Lady Pine. Didn't you let her stay just like me? She is a witch, right? She still has her family, and up till now her family has not discovered that she is a witch. It is only a matter of time. That's right, it is only a matter of time, but if her family still hasn't discovered it, then let it be for now. You miss your father? Not. Anna Pine will be coming over often. Actually, I intend to let her come here every day to train her power. You want to be like her, to be able to back to the academy and learn with the other children, right? As long as I am here, a day will come where all will be able to live like normal people. That day will definitely come. Iguarani T. Ever since Carl Van Bate took over the project of building the wall, I seem to have become quite free. Every afternoon I accompany witches to practice at the flower garden while drinking afternoon tea. Occasionally I go to the bottom of North Slope Mountain to take a look at the progress of the building of the wall. Although in the last weeks the progress has been advancing on extremely ideal pace, but Your Highness, the expense of the recent rear sting of handyman and craftsman has been quite big. This sum of money all taken from your pocket. According to the finance calculations, we be able hold on only until next autumn __ia. What to do? I am so poor. Lately the fourth prince is like a completely different person. At Grey Castle, the fourth prince Roland is whatever he wants without any misgivings, and his bad reputation of having no demeanor of a noble is known everyone. If not for Majesty Wimbledon promising that he would appoint me as the official finance minister, I really would have just left and not worked anymore. When I had just arrived at Border Town, His Highness offended every noble there was. Don't talk about fighting for the throne, he didn't even have the desire to govern Border Town. The administrative positions were all managed the few civilians that I brought from Grey Castle. Ever since saving that witch, His Highness seems like a completely different person. To construct Border Town solely relying on is not enough. But Border Town's income is really just too miserable to exchange for the ration for months of the demon. This kind of unequal trade is basically monopoly. Mortgaging all the year's ores harvest others to longing taxes. Mainly stronghold come from the town. Small properties like tavern, weaving show, smith shop towards the amount needed to build the wall. It is nothing but one hair from 9 oxen. We must think of a way to improve Border Town's income already. Could be His Highness is possessed a devil. That's not right whatsoever. Demonic powers would disperse in front of God's locket of retribution. It is impossible that he is possessed a devil. Border Town Pier. This place is still this run down. The last time you came here should be a year ago, right, Ambassador? This poor town does not have anything aside from stones. It was a year and a half ago. The Duke would choose a different person to come here every season. The last time I came to Border Town was still summer. Furthermore, aside from stones, this place has all kind of top-grade furs and what's more important is that there is huge amount of land that has not been cleared for cultivation here as the stronghold's outpost. If they assumed the responsibility of the defensive line, the wide expanse of land that is in the middle would be integrated to the stronghold. Is the yard empty? Shouldn't Border Town have prepared all the ores already? We clearly said that we will be dealing right here today. Let us to the castle to see His Highness. Mia. Ambassador, what should we do? Could it be that Border Town has a new trading partner? Did they sell the ores to Willow Town or maybe Fallen Dragon Ridge? It must definitely be the idea of that foolish and selfish fourth prince. Is this to think also for they money robbing horse and ask even royals gold basically. Look, that is Willow Town's boat. If the prince has already contacted those towns that are at the lower part of Chili River, I will have one less bargaining chip. If I negotiate with the previous monopoly plan, the negotiation will definitely be unsuccessful. Ambassador, we have married. Just what kind of person is this fourth prince? These two small wooden stick are. Ambush saver, what do you think about it? Compared to dining utensils, this pair of wooden sticks are much easier to obtain after spreading it out to people. No longer have to worry about diseases entering the mouth because of using their hands to grab their food. This fourth prince is truly unfair, Mabel. Unfortunately, a cavern happened at North Slope Mine in the past months. People have been trying to resume production, however the bubbles at the cavern area still have not been completely cleared. According to the current pace, I'm afraid that the resuming of work at the mine will has to be dragged until next year's. Then what about the harvest of the past months? Not much according to convention. That bit of stones is not enough to feed people. Ambassador, you should remember the months of the demon years ago, right? If we followed according to the previous trading method, this year's I will only be able to get months worth of wheat. If that is the case, people will not be able to survive through the trading. This winter methods of the past must be abolished. Ambassador Highness, I deeply express regret towards this matter. This tragedy will devil nicely not happen again. This time I will ask the noble families to lend out a month's worth of ration together, and people can slowly pay it back after they have recovered in the coming years. If I sell the ores to Willow Town, I don't have to slowly pay anything back. Willow Town is willing to use gold royals to purchase the stones while at the same time selling to us wheat, yogurt, bread and honey at the market price. Anything that can be bought with gold royals, they sell it. Compared with Long Song Stronghold's method of changing item with item, Willow Town's method is much more reasonable. Taking a step back to speak, Ambassador, even if you are willing to lend out a month's worth of ration, do have the authority to help the other families make the decision. Looking at your family emblem, you should be someone from Honeysuckle family. As one of the big families, how will you convince Duke Ryan and the other families to reach an agreed when are able to make the final decision? Father Border Town's new feudal lord, the fourth prince, will definitely not be willing to use ores and jewelries to exchange for grains and breads. If purchase their things with the price of lower than the market price, we will still be profiting. That prince who is like a pig, where would he have that kind of capability to handle the trading affairs of Border Town? Don't talk about this matter anymore. Border Town's trade won't change because of that garbage's arrival. Indeed, just father alone will be very hard to convince. But I still must try. Your Highness, we will use the price of lower than the market price to purchase Border Town's ores and jewelries. This offer should be higher than the price Willow Town offered, Your Highness. I will go back to Longing Stronghold tomorrow after coming to an agreement with the other families. I will bring the new agreement over here. Your Highness, working together with Longing Stronghold is a much better option to you and your people. Willow Town is too far already. Although it is also possible to go there to take refuge for the months of the demon during the journey there. It is east. Easy what? East, for something dangerous to happen. Heavens God, what I just say? Did I just threaten a prince? Ha 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 ha. Ambassador seem to be misunderstanding some things. I do not have the intention to Willow Town to take refuge. Of course I also do not have the intention to go to Longing Stronghold. I am not going to anywhere. You, what are you saying? During this winter I will be staying at Border Town. Will soon become Kingdom of Grey Castle's new border. I can bring you to go take a look at the new wall that is at the bottom of North Slope Mountain. Was wall, you say? That's right, a foot-high, feet-wide wall that is connected between North Slope and Chili River. With this wall we will be able to defeat the demonic beasts at Border Town. For that fourth prince to actually start constructing right before the months of the demon arrived, he is simply foolish and ignorant. I heard that he even dug with the lowly commoners and said that he wants to build a wall. He is simply a foolish person talking nonsense with such a short time. What can he even build? He better hope that he doesn't get chased the demonic beasts at that time and piss his pants. I thought it was a joke spread among the nobles. I never thought that His Highness really built a wall. How did he do it? A wall of this Scale can't be built without a few years. Furthermore, where does border town even have that much manpower? Chianti you. Your Highness, I will remember everything that you told me. After go back I will immediately dish. Cuss with the big families just at that wall. I want to go and take a look at it. Whew. I didn't expect that Longing Stronghold's ambassador would go back with his tail between his legs. Seems like the fourth prince has a few tricks up his sleeve. Assassin. Please don't be impulsive, Your Highness. I only came here to have a talk with. The hell, is there such a way to ask a person to stay and have a talk? Who are? I don't have a name. But sisters call me Nightingales. Firstly, I want to express thanks to you, Your Highness Roland Wimbledon. I am very grateful to your care and tolerance towards witches during this period of time. Grateful. That's right, that is. Your Highness, the pattern on this coin is known as the Eye of the Holy Mountain. It is the emblem of Witch Cooperation Association. You have to pay more attention if they are not someone that you should provoke. You are within too. Your Highness is indeed no hedgeable. The reason came here is because of Anna, right? Although I don't know where got that information from. For to come now is already too late. If I really wanted to hang her, she would have been long dead already. I know, and if you really had done that, I wouldn't just want to have a talk with. The Witch Cooperation Association doesn't really like to stick their hands into math tiers of the profane world, so it would have been probably too much to kill Prince because of a witch. However, I am still able to give a deep and unforgettable memory. Don't you worry, she is living well. I know aside from her there is also a little lady called Anna Pine. I arrived at this place just a week ago and I had never met face to face thus far. But everything that you did I saw all with eyes. Alright, you said that want to have a talk with me, and it can't be that you only wanted to thank me. Right. Aren't tired of talking to me while just standing there. Please come over here to talk up here. Once is not scary, so won't scare Your Highness. Say, aren't I right? Alright, seems like she indeed does not have any ill intentions. I will listen to what she has to say. For now you can talk now. As expected, you are not afraid of me. You are different from those people that I had met. They detest us because they are afraid of us. I can see fear in their eyes, but you, Linz, there is only Curia. Hey, can the atmosphere not change this fast? Just a while ago she was still an assist saying how did she suddenly turn into an overbearing CE now? However, the reason I came here is to tell that I am taking Anna and Anna Pine away. No, they are living very well here and no one can harm them here. Furthermore, where do you want to take them? There won't be a place that is much safer than this place. I am intending to bring them to the Witch Cooperation Association. That is where they belong. The members of Witch Cooperation Association are their comrades. They don't have to disguise themselves anymore. You don't even have a fixed lodging location. Right, a month ago soldiers discovered your association's camp at Concealing Forest and the footprints showed that you were heading towards north, but there's nothing but Boundless Bis Mountains at the north. What are saying is right. The association is currently at a certain place in the mountains, and for witches that place is defined till safe, passing the winter like a savage in the mountains. Which part of that is safe? Is there clean water to drink? Is there ample food? Is there a warm shelter? Furthermore, the months of the demon are arriving soon. Just what are you all thinking about? Wait a moment, what was that Baron said before? The purpose of Witch Cooper Ton Association is to gather all the witches and look for the Holy Mountain together. Witches can only obtain true peace heading to the Holy Mountain. Could it be that all intend to look for the Holy Mountain in there? Please forgive me as I have no comment on that. I will certainly not agree to that. In months the entire outside world will be filled with demonic beasts. Even the mountains cannot avoid the demonic beasts. How about this then? You all can look for the Holy Mountain anytime, so how about all just come to Border Town to pass the winter? It isn't late to look for the Holy Mountain after the winter has passed. The association moving over here. You are truly an interesting person. However, Your Highness, even if are not afraid of witches, people are bound to be afraid. Furthermore, once we are revealed, the church lackeys will come looking for us very quickly. As long as we smoothly get through the months of the demon with the help of the witches, people will come to realize that they are not evil people. Another thing, There is another reason I want to take them away. Anna is about to come of age. Come of age. That's right. Your Highness, do you know we are looked upon as the incarnation of the devil? Watch can and your proud me recover after resting for days. However, for the watches that are not able to endure too, thou amidst this torture and furthermore there would be spectacle too horrible look at. This was part the reason that made the aches be looked upon as the incarnation. The deal with this kind of miserable death, and with the rumors spread out the church saying that this is what happens to people who believe in the devil, as time when we were deemed as the incarnate ton of the devil. Then what happens after coming of age? After coming of age, the witch power will become stable. After the stabilization of the power, it will substantially increase, and there is even a possibility of developing a new branch of magic. In the ancient book it is recorded that the witches are only able to obtain eternal peace at the holy mountain and do not have to suffer the torture of the devil devouring there anymore. Is this really true? No one knows. After all, the holy mountain has only appeared in the legends. However, if I bring them to the association's camp, the chance of them surviving will definitely be much bigger. If a witch does not have to conceal themselves and is able to live freely, the strength of the devouring of the will be somewhat weaker. Although Pan needs the help, Nan and Anna Pink, but let them offer Abby because Plano. Alright, Anna is downstairs. I will and call her to come over. If she is willing, you can bring her to the Witch Cooperation Association. As for Anna Pine, I am only able to meet her tomorrow. Thank you for your understanding. I have indeed not misjudged. I'm not going. What? Anna, I am not lying. I can feel the surging magic power in your body. It is already nearing maturity. It will be your coming of age during these months of the demon that start in months' time. The earlier you get to the camp, the safer you will be. Do you remember that you once asked me if I want to be like Anna Pine and go back to Teacher Carl's academy to learn with the other children? I did not answer back then. What said to live like a normal person or whatever? I don't care about. I only want to stay Highness side, that's all. The devouring of the devil will not be able to kill me. I will prevail over it. Alright, I understand. Then are going to leave alone? No, I will just stay here. I think that a beginner that has not experienced the coming of age won't understand just how dang serious it is. Don't tell me that you are going to be monitoring me during the entire winter. I have struggled at the edge of death countless times and have also seen comrades die with own eyes. Therefore, when that day arrives, I can at the least give her some help. And if she does not endure through it, I have experience of dealing with what happens after too. In any case, I will be seeing you all. This is Fighting Gale's power soundless concealing ability. She is basically a natural-born assassin. That's right. It's not morning, yet you should quickly back and sleep. Fool. People, good afternoon. Uni. Kingdom of Grey Castle's 4th Prince Roland Wimbledon. The reason for gathering everyone here at this moment is because I have important news to tell all of you. Days ago, Longing Stronghold's ambassador arrived here. The ambassador came here for the trading of the ores, but as everyone knows, a month ago we were met with an unfortunate incident. A cavern happened at North Slope Cave, and up to this day production is still not able to resume. Like the seams of only half the was normally production. Precious was ores produced. What many people were injured. I told the ambassador about the situation and hoped that he would set aside enough food for us border town, and we would pay back the ores that we lacked the next winter. But he rejected. There was no room for negotiation, just like years ago, or love people going to die. Lack of food against because years ago, because of shortage of food, all lost of your company ions. Some people lost their brothers. Some people lost their children. This time, how much are all prepared to lose again? Your Highness, please save us. You're right, you please use that. Highnesses beg help. Of course I will not throw away people, not even a single person. According to the normal market prices, month's worth of ore is enough to exchange for half a year worth of food. But Longing Stronghold had never traded with us fairly before. How shameless, damn it, they actually cheated us for this long. Thus I have already sold the ores to the merchants of Willow Town and exchanged a few boats worth of food, which is enough for an entire winter. Everyone will be able to stay fed. That's great. But Because of this our relationship with Longing Stronghold is severed, so we will have to spend the winter this year at Border Town. I know that some people are worried of our ability to block the demonic beasts when they attack us. Most people have already seen that at the west side of Border Town a firm and stable wall is currently being built. I want to tell all of that the demonic beasts are not really that much stronger than the wild beasts that are within the forest. They are not able to climb up the walls nor move stones with their mouths. Even if they have tough skin and thick flesh, they are still but a bunch of pitiful targets. People, are you willing to hide in the sheds of Longing Stronghold and starve to death cowardly, or are you all willing to under command protect your kin and children and defend Border Town until the last moment? I promise right here, as long as you defend Border Town until the end of the months of the demon, everyone will who had fought on the wall receive silver royals as payment. For anyone who was for lunate and lost their lives, their family will receive gold royals as compensation. We dare willing fight for your highness. Swear to protect Border Town till death, fight for his highness. Ha 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 ha. You say that the naive prince actually wants to toss us aside and do things on his own to dare to build a wall right before the arrival of winter. I'm not sure if I should praise him for being brave, or sneer at him for overestimating his own capabilities. He doesn't even have stonemasons, he's just relying on piling up stones that have not been grinded and placing some wet mud in between. I'm afraid that the wall will crumble on its own when it reaches a certain height. No matter what, this is a good thing. If he comes to Longing Stronghold on his own, he will naturally be at the mercy of our orders. Petrol, what do you think? I originally wanted to maintain the monopoly as long as we can get the ores for 30% below the market price. It would still be a worthy deal for us. However, His Highness did not intend to sell the ores to only Longing Stronghold. He is willing to sell the ores for lower than the market price, which means that he has plans to greatly increase the production rate of the ores next year. This way we may be able to earn much more than we earned in the past. He even intends to manufacture ironware to sell himself, no matter where it is. Ironware is a hostile product. But those are not the main points. What is the main point then? If he is able to defend Border Town, it is also a Devil Knight. Good news for Longing Stronghold. We don't have to place our energy on dealing with those demonic beasts every single year. Furthermore, the fight for the throne decree is only for years. After that we will be able to get a much more flower fishing Border Town, and at that time Longing Stronghold will also become the kingdom's third biggest. Thus advice is Longing GT Pon U Aid Guild. Send people to help His Highness build the wall, and furthermore help to defend Border Town. You are right. But that is thinking as a merchant, only being able to see the advantages and disadvantages. Whether Border Town is flourishing or broken down, it is not important at all. What matters is that is territory, and no one can ever stick their hands into it. It is no exception even for a prince. That's right. Thanks to Anna using her ability, this many iron plates could be wielded together without any seam. The steam engine, something that brought forth the driving force that was needed for the mankind's first industrial revolution. Although it seems crude, it exudes the incomparable beauty of craft and technology. It is simply the romantic that belongs to a mechanical engineering dog like me. Your Highness, is this pile of iron plates really not a machine of the evil cult ceremony? Your Highness, isn't this boiling water? It really is a furnace. And is this what His Highness spoke of, forces that are hidden within nature? His Highness said that this thing could replace the manpower and animal power, this brute force. I'm afraid to even knights would not be able to resist it. Training a qualified knight requires 15 years, but the making of the machine only took days. Doesn't require feeding when afraid hunger. And it also went afraid to arrow and sparks. Just install a ray in front it and it could bring rampage. With this machine, is there even a need for traditional knights to exist? With this steam engine, farming plan has once again taken another step towards the next era. Who's there? Seems like the rumors outside cannot be believed. Shoot, it is you again. Can't you give me a bit of privacy? Coming over as you want and leaving as you want to. Do you think that this is your house? It is said that the fourth prince is ignorant and incompetent and has a vile personality when actually compared to a courtmaster he is not inferior in any respect. The drawing on this paper is a blueprint for an iron stove. How did even manage to get the secret blueprint that I locked in desk? You call it steam engine. Yes, it is indeed a blueprint, but without annals her it is but a mere drawing on a paper. What can it do? A lot. It can move ores, drain water, smelt iron. Forget it's useful in anything where massive strength is required. Then I will keep. Our association also has people that can control fire. Hey, I haven't agreed to that. Of course I won't take your thing for nothing. Take a look at this first. A secret letter delivered a homing pigeon, however it was intercepted me. What? This is. The recipient seems to be your maid. Tyre, seems like your harem is not stable. In the letter it was indicated that she cannot repeat her previous failure and that she must eliminate you during the chaos at the months of the demon. Tyre, there indeed seems to be a maid like this. If I don't recall incorrectly, the previous flirty Prince Roland loved to always eat her tofu. Although there was no signature on the letter, it is most likely from one of your siblings. What do you intend to do now? Do you need help to settle it? I will have to trouble you. If possible, help me find out who is the person behind her. As you wish, Your Highness. Then I will take the blueprint as reward. It really is a pity. Leave Tyre's funeral. Our arrangements to the head maid all right. Did you get anything out from Tyre? Nothing. She killed herself when she saw me. You actually didn't subdue her. I thought that you were experienced in this. I tied her up, but I did not expect that there would be poison hidden within her teeth and that she would not hesitate in the slightest bit at all. Thus I could only forge an accident where it seems that she fell to her death. Although I did not hear anything from her mouth directly, that does not mean that I ended up empty-handed. I found this in her room. From the looks of it, seems to be a family letter. The sender referred to Tyre as Big Sister. Although the letter contains only normal chatter, the ops polite side often mentions the sea scenery that she saw. From what I know, those brothers of yours are not able to see the sea from their locations. See, could it be the person behind the scenes is third sister, who is located at Blue Waterport? That is most probably the case. Third Princess Garcia Wimbledon could have Tyre's family in her hands and used them as hostages and treated Tyre as a chess piece to assassinate you. From the way where Tyre decided lively killed herself before she was placed aside, she most likely had undergone up to years of relative training. As expected, the fight for the throne decree will not end that easily. Even if I don't fight for the throne, it doesn't mean that I will be placed outside the matter. For the throne, siblings will definitely have no misgivings. Similar matters will most likely still continue to happen in the future. Ah, someone is here. I will take leave first, Your Highness. She can even do this in the daylight. Your Highness, the people who are willing to fight during the months of the demon have already responded to your conscription. After going through them, the people that were filtered out are all currently waiting under the wall. Oh, I will go over there to take a look now. Yes, I will bring you there now. Just that are really intending to use those people to fight against the demonic beasts. Seems like Baron's worries are not for no reason. Those are the people who responded to the conscript. Tiny, Your Highness, those are the people that were filtered out. Act according to your requests. None criminal years old and above, below years old. And also body which is not badly damaged. I have Thorn roughly checked all of them. Alright, you can't have too high expectations in the beginning. After all, this world's productivity was just too low. Ordinary people did not have enough to eat or clothes that could keep them warm, so naturally they wouldn't have a strong physique. A troop that is completely made up ordinary people. At this era it is indeed a very imaginative thing. Your Highness, this matter was impossible from the start. Take a look at them. Which one of them is even able to properly wield a sword or blade? I recommend that we hire professional mercenaries to guard the wall. Those people can be used for doing miscellaneous work instead. No, I will use them. Then, Your Highness, should I begin to teach them how to wield a sword tomorrow? The use though of it much not be key gun. Most will use sword. No, you will first get them into formation and start running off. Also call that hunter who is called Iron Axe to come here. You all will first take a look at what am I going to do. Noon. Stand straight. Ear Rada. Your Highness, what are doing? If it is about how to train a warrior, family has a set of complete training methods, so are using this kind of low efficiency method to only maintain this kind of simple standing position for an entire noon, and just for doing this they can get an additional eggs or during their very expensive lunch. You know that what kind of training method is this? Take a look at them, there's only food in their eyes. It will do for to just watch and remix be everything. The training in the next few days will have to be carried out just like today. Of course there will be some slight changes, I will write it all down on a paper. In the age of cold weapons, a batch of qualified warriors indeed cannot be trained out within 2 months' time. Furthermore, I also don't need those Sparta war riots who can tear apart beasts while wearing only in underpants. The individual combat strength of a troop does not need to be strong, but they must all be well disciplined and able to follow every order with strict obedience. Be able to do this, I have to bring over university's Milia try training exercise in mere half a month. The military training exercise was able to smelt the students that came from different places and count tries into a whole entity, no matter how the procedures, where the effect was still very evident. After this group of people has completely understood just what discipline is, then it will be better for me to implement the next plan. There is indeed an additional time for egg as the lunch it prizes. I am is finally so happy. Time for lunch. Slow down, don't squeeze. His Highness has ordered that everyone must queue up into rows and come up one to claim their dining utensils and lunch. Anyone who messes up the order will be moved to the end of the line as the last person to get their food. Those who cause trouble will be handled the guards. His Highness really is too much to even still have the leisure to teach them about rules. Hey, take a look at whom that person isn't that Iron Axe. Those who live in the old street all know him. Everyone, there will be a period of resting time after lunch. We will walk to the camp where the patrolling soldiers stay at. This person here is Iron Axe. He will be your captain. He will be teaching all of you how to set up a tent later on. Iron Axe is working for the 4th prince now, seems like it. I often saw him being at the side of that knight. Your Highness, you really intend to appoint a person of the Sand Nation as the captain? He doesn't belong to Grey Castle, and furthermore he is not a person from our continent. Witches also don't belong to Grey Castle, but they belong to Border Town. Besides, don't we have you here to watch over everything? But your Highness, Border Town doesn't care about a person's background as long as they did not commit anything that is against the kingdom's laws. They are still people. That's right, I have finished writing the training regulations instead of the people of Sand Nation. I think that should care more about this anyway. There are a few points that have to remember. First, every day during the noon you have to bring everyone to run around Border Town all the way until the sun sets. Everyone must accuse light equals. If no one gives add an extra egg to their following meal. Your Highness, I can understand all of that. But every day after dinner everyone will head towards Teacher Carl Academy to Una Ergo Culture training. Don't tell me that are even intending to teach them to read and write. Those are completely useless. Towards fighting against the demonic beasts. A troop that is good at fighting must be a troop that is cultured. This is something that history has taught us. Border Town Government Affairs Office. You have been waking up later and later recently. Here, while your breakfast was hot, I ate half of it. It is already cold now. This fellow is not even intending to conceal herself during broad daylight now. And she even ate breakfast. Did no one teach that you should be humble when you are in front of a prince? I remember that you took etiquette quite seriously when we first met. Like this mean? Anyway, you don't care about it either, right? Furthermore, I can see that also don't like those tedious evil quotes. Is there anything that she can't see? Can she actually read minds? You can do whatever like. However, in the future when you want to eat breakfast, just finish it. If I want to eat, I will ask the kitchen to prepare another meal. As wish, your Highness. That's right, I took a look at the purchasing order that is on the table just now. What do you intend to buy that much nicer on for? It is currently winter. If you want to drink frozen ale, only need to Put it outside the house for a night, you know that, right? It is for making iced cheese. The current temperature is not low enough. As expected of the four prince, a person who pays particular attention to things. Although Nightingale is not an enemy, she also isn't the same as Anna, who I know everything about. Before I thoroughly understand what kind of person she is, it is better to keep some things a secret from her first. After all, I am intending to manufacture firearms next. Unlike steam engine firearms, don't require such a high level of technological understanding. Once the firearms manufacturing method spreads out, it will be disadvantageous towards development. Plan. Nobles like use nitro to cool down their beverages during the summer before enjoying the icon was just an elegant name that the nobles gave to nitro is important material needed for gunpowder making. Ah, right. Other than searching for the Holy Mountain, does the Witch Cooperation Association also train assassins? No, they are just a group of pitiful people who came together because of their dream. I only joined the Witch Cooperation Association years ago, which means that we're working for someone else before that. Other than me, are there also other people willing to take in witches? Take in? How is that possible, Ka? If they knew that I would become a witch, they wouldn't have even let me enter through the gate. As for later on, if it wants for me still being useful to him, I'm afraid that I would have long been killed secretly. Can you talk to me about it? Your Highness, when the appropriate opportunity arises, I will tell you about it. I know what you are worried about. Please be at ease. I have been free for years now and do not need to work for anyone anymore. Days later. The first firearm is finally complete. Although problematic situation arose quite often during the process, in the end it is still a men romance. Although initial intention for building a steam engine was so that I could manufacture gun barrels with high efficiency, since it was the first machine there was no reason to go berserk. But, according to this efficiency, before the months of the demons arrived, the most that I can manual sure should be firearms. Then, Your Highness, how do you intend to use this thing called flintlock rifle to fight against those demonic beasts? I will pick out the most talented individuals within border towns. Hunters form an elite group and let them use this kind of weapons. Pick from the hunters, don't just directly pick from our patrol squad. I just keep getting this feeling that this patrol squad is not that dependable. Hunter patrol squad had die Brian. You foolish thing, I recommend that you surrender or else you will end up just like Grey Dog. Grey Dog. I will definitely not let them into the castle. This is for Grey Dog. Ah, damn brat, a mere patrol squad actually dares to injure me. A mere patrol squad. When you bunch of scums slacked off, gambled and indulged at the bar, we kept on training our skills. Also that we can protect our own town. Right now a bunch of fellows actually went to side with Longing Stronghold and didn't hesitate to bring disaster to the town. I won't define tell allow it. I didn't expect that you would be this tough, just like a cockroach that won't die no matter how many times hit it. Chase him, don't let that fellow escape. Castle's granary. Their objective for infiltrating the castle is definitely the granary. Without food we will have no choice but to go to Long Stronghold to take refuge. We were finally able to get a feudal lord who worries about his people, and as the captain of patrol squad can't even properly guard the granary. What is the matter? Aren't going to run anymore? I will let you know now just what the fate of going against Duke Ryan is. His Highness will not let you guys plot succeed. His Highness are still dreaming that the prince will come to save you. Quickly kill him. Don't forget about the matter that Duke Ryan entrusted us to do it. Could it be that this is where ends? You all are playing so happily in someone else's territory, huh? Who, however, to want to kill someone in front of me? I'm afraid that it is not too appropriate, right? Who are you? I'm one of the castle's people, of course. What about all? Are you all mice that came in through the sewer? Who cares who she has killed her? Who? Henry. Who in the world stopped this mess? That gravely wounded captain couldn't have dealt with so many people himself. The only possibility someone intervened in this conflict. Not needing any cover, he freely wandered around and still gave the enemy no chance of resistance. Except for the blood and the corpses on the ground, all the furniture around are unscathed. I can't see any sign of brawling. These barrels full of preserved meat don't have any cuts. How could one's swordsmanship reach an uncanny level like this? As a fellow swordsman practicing every day, what is the knight's sword's worship I take pride in. Worth in comparison. Reporting. We have confirmed the identity of the dead. Within 8 corpses, 7 were former members of Border Town's patrol squad. The last one is unidentified. What about the 2 unconscious ones we send away? I heard that the gravely wounded patrol squad captain Brian will on the spot get special medical treatment. The one called Fierce Scar has already been sent to the dungeon. Wake up, Fierce Scare. Ill be on way to quest ton him. Clean this place up. Yes. Can they not be in such a hurry? We have 5 years to fight for the throne. It has been only few months. And they already dare invade our castle. Can't they just let people pass the winter in peace? If it weren't for you noticing it in time this time, I'm afraid I would have been limit named already. Even if I weren't here, there's still no way they could have succeeded in their assassination. Don't forget that Anna sleeps in the room right beneath. Don't you just settle down here and become shadow guard? A salary of gold royals per month, that's the double of annals. Could think about it. Living in a villa with a garden. You'll get paid vacation each year. It means you'll still get your salary while on days off. I'm sorry I can't let down comrades of the Witch Cooperation Association. Then tell them all to come over once winter has passed. Border Town will launch a large-scale reconstruction. When the time comes, there will be room for everyone. In addition, witches will be able to walk in the streets without being discriminated. No one will see as evildoers. Let's see about that once achieve it. Alright, recruiting failed. I'll have to work on it more. The way you have already escorted Anna back safely, right? Huh. She got scared big time. A little girl that usually only cures chickens got woken up in the middle of the night to treat Wall, a man covered in blood. I have truly aggrieved her. Back to business. How to view this matter? Do you have any idea which one of beloved brothers or sisters did this? Those who started this mess are corrupted patrol team members, but I have a feeling that this affair has nothing to do with your siblings. Because they were way too reckless, even having internal conflicts during this one-time mission. And they didn't immediately kill themselves after realizing the mission failed. At least 2 of them survived. This doesn't look like the style of your siblings, but more like a scheme of an amateur. Anyway, your knight has already headed off to the dungeon to question for confessions. I believe that he will know the truth very soon. Miss, compared to the pawns of your big sister's subordinates, those were so inferior. Spare. Your Highness, I already know everything about your deeds. Brian, you are a true hero. Highness, I'm not. Fallen friend is. Don't worry, Brian, he will get a burial worthy of his name. And that guy called Fierce Scar confessed all the crimes he committed. He is sentenced to death. Hanging it will take place in 3 days. If recover, then not attend to his death yourself. But your Highness, Fierce Scar says he has blue blood in his veins. Nobles can use gold royals to atone their crimes. It would start an outrage if you do that. Enrage the nobles of Longing Stronghold. Fierce Scar is indeed a distant relative of the Elk family. However, he holds no tittle or land to his name. Furthermore, invading a prince's castle in order to burn the food supply and ignoring the fact that more than Border Town citizens live here. These 3 infractions are already unforgivable. If he managed to burn up our food supply, the very foundation of Border Town would be utterly destroyed in the span of a single day. Facing this kind of evil deed, we of course won't make any concession. Just rest well in the castle, Brian. I have put other people on patrolling duty once the months of the demon are over. Ill organ Nisa confer ring ceremony. For conferring ceremony. Yes, shall become knight from that day on. Brave Sir Brian. City wall ready. Thrust. Stand at attention everyone. Inspection His Highness. Huh, what do people usually say when inspecting their troops? Greetings comrades, you've worked hard. Comrades, won't it end up in an awkward silence? Anyway, I'll just find someone randomly to chat with, show considerate side and enhance reputation. It Should be enough. You've been training hard. Is it haunting? Do you eat well? It should be fine like this. Then they should react the same way as on. We're not tired, we eat very well. What the hell did he kneel? Hold on, isn't something off here? His Highness himself actually came to see us training. His Highness even asks us if we're tired. You don't have to do this. When you see me next time, just stand up. Looks like the distributed food is indeed pretty good. They're way more energetic than when the civilian troop was first created. If you have any suggestions or ideas about the training, just tell it anytime, including improvements that could be made involving food. I'll do best to let you have all the nutrition need for your training. Highness, I think that we're really too few in the civilian troop with the training we have now. When the demonic beasts attack, we will be able to protect only 1/3 of the wall. That's true, we will definitely not be enough. His Highness might even have to recruit soldiers from other cities to become the main strength. What's your name? Saner, Your Highness. Your observation skills are pretty sharp. Yes, it is indeed unrealistic to let a civilian troop alone to defend the whole wall. However, to some extent evil beasts are just a vanpiety of wild beasts. They don't have the ability to think and plan like us humans. Iron Axe has already proven this point. Yes, Your Highness, normal demonic beasts are no different from wild beasts. They even share the same habits and characteristics. But I haven't seen many Dasonic hybrids, so I can't be sure. Alright then, from Seawater River to the foot of North Slope Mountain is 600 meters. We can set up obstacles like fences, earth slopes and gutters. Redwater River was previously called Chili River. So these brainless animals will naturally be forced to run around them and gather at certain areas where we'll be waiting for them. But Your Highness, won't that be to dang grouse? After all, our defense is only relying on spears and arrows. I'm afraid we won't last long with spears and arrows, that is true. But now we have a great new weapon that is even more reliable than fully equipped troops. A new weapon. Field testing. It's a success, Your Highness. So this is powder. This is to smite from heavens the thunder of gods. Come and check the results with me. Once one knows that the best combination of sulfur, charcoal and niter, they can produce it. The components can be fetched from many places and the formula doesn't have any technical threshold. Powder is truly the best friend of the Sakti protagonist. Your Highness, if the civilian troop could use these kinds of weapons, Border Town would never fear again the threat that the demonic beasts pose. Can a great quantity be produced? It shouldn't be possible. When the months of the demon come, we'll have around 20 to 30. Combining it with spears and arrows will suffice. This is our trump card. From Root World has 2 black and even though it's difficult to explain, it allows me not to be restrained. The average thing's life, I can freely move around. Once I slightly change the spot I'm watching from, I discover entrances that would never exist in the real world. In this mist, up and down, forward and backward are not fixed concepts. They interchange and sometimes even overlap. Bologna, sauna, leak, cave, float, Randall, through material can sumums G in the sea world, black and white. Other colors. Witches are the polymerization of magic. I can see the flowing and fading of their power inside their bodies. Anna, color, strong and rich, fighting gale. So it was indeed. What used earlier was your power. Did you finish your training? I brought fish cakes. You want some? Yes, go wash your hands then. No need. There are witches that can control fire at the association, but they are no match for Anna. However, the more powerful one's magic is, the greater is the counter effect. When the demonic torture begins, the pain you'll have to face is unbearable. Anna, are really sure you want to stay here? There are a lot of sisters at the associate. Tiny, they would take good care of. Over here you can only stay inside the castle. Aren't you bored? Although we don't have lots of food or goods, we are a family sharing one same goal. A girl like you who has such power will be most welcome. I fear that won't survive this year's winter. Before joining the association, where did you live? Used to live in a big city in the east, not far from the capital. We're happy back then. Are asking. I used to live in Border Town's old district. Father sold me to the church just for gold royals. His Highness got me out of the cage. I'm truly happy living here. but cannot get out of this castle except for Roland Wimbledon. Everyone still hates witches. I don't mind really. Besides, he said that he would change that, didn't he? What place makes you happier, to live in the Witch Cooperation Association or here? If the sacred mountain you've always been longing for is to a peaceful home, then I think give. Found sacred mountain. I was. Nanak. What should I do? Big sis Anna. Maid outfit up vote. Still sleeping. Nina's father is here. He knows that Anna is a witch now. Her secret got exposed. This might be an opportunity to take in Nanak, even her whole family, after getting to know that his daughter happened to be a witch. What will the noble tight Pine do? Will he quiet and beg me to hide the truth, or just ask me to settle this complicated matter? Give me caught Terry. Huh. Nanak, come here to father. Is father going to sell me to the church? What are saying, silly child? The church doesn't want a girl as silly as you. Come home with me now. Opine. I would like to first get this thing off chest. I believe you already know that your daughter is a witch. What do you mean, your highness? I don't understand. Father, I became a witch. I'm sorry. Nonsense. What witch? It must be that Carl who told you to say this again. Big sis Anna, don't. Your highness, what is this? I think there might be a misunderstanding between us. Shall we have a real talk now? Huh, I see Anna coming to your castle was only to train her magic powers. Yes, Pine. Do I look like I would lay hands on little girls? Nina's curing ability ties are very precious to the wounded. I would like her to stay in Border Town to assist me to fight through the months of the demon. Your highness, forgive me. I have no choice but to refuse. When the months of the demon come, this place will become very dangerous. I would never allow her to stay in danger. Pine, danger is relatives. Opportunity comes with danger to knowledge. Your father was once a brave knight. The title you inherited from him was also thanks to his heroic deeds in battle. Under it fairlead a tro at toe far incredible beast, and bested even above Hurst hangs reward from. What cobble a large horn from demon? You haven't left behind your father's legacy. Have usually nobles would never dress themselves like you. Besides, your hands are full of callous Pine, but under the suppression of Duke Ryan these recent years, the Pine family is having a hard time reclaiming its past glory. That is true. You are not like other nobles slacking every day, but instead still carrying on the might of the knights and practicing swordsmanship hard, don't you? If except to stay in Border Town, help us repel the demonic beasts and do well in battle, I will reward you a piece of land suitable for a viscount. Your highness, I understand. I'm just worried about not being able to send back Anna to Longing Stronghold. No one has ever defeated the demonic beasts here, and I don't want daughter to perish here in case we lose the battle. Man, London Stronghold like Bordentown was disciples and spies. Banana's secret not found gun. N.I. Wowden baby to gave her. Of course I will prepare a boat on the dock just in case, and if we really fail Anna and Anna would leave first, they'll be safe. Then I lay trust on your highness. I'm willing to fight your side. Leave would say this, I'm not going anywhere. You're not only training the civilian troop but also crafting weapons. We have only half of the capital left from the ore trade deal. If this goes on, we won't last until the months of the demon. And what should we do? I gotta just take everything from coffers. I understand your highness, but don't worry. If we really fail to defend Border Town, I would be the first to leave. Just and attend to your business now. Sight, it just feels like wallet got emptied. We even have to use private savings if the defenses of Border Town collapse. I really have no way of retreating. Didn't you lie to him? You were never planning on leaving Border Town, were? Life is already hard as it is. Some things are not meant to be seen. Thought. I have no idea what nonsense you are spouting. If the life of a prince is so hard, what about the lives of people like us? Then even if you don't become the king, as long as you survive these 5 years, you'll be a winner. And instead of worrying about this, you better hang out with Anna some more. I'm afraid she doesn't have much time left. I believe she will survive the months of the demon. She said that she won't lose to the demonic torture, so I trust her. You actually dare trust a witch? We are those who got cursed the devil. Wouldn't I trust as well? No. That actually wanna lie. Are you a lie detector? Well, of course, Give never been lying much anyway. Is it so noisy outside? I'm going to check what's going on. Snow. It's snowing. It's time to check the red suits of Carter and Iron Axe of these past two. Training field. I hit again. How did your training? Reporting to your highness. Give grasped every point you told us about. That a warrior for you, he can learn any weapon so fast. However, your highness, this iron pipe of the gods you bestowed me is truly powerful. If I had this thing back, then I might not have been in such a pitiful position against that demonic hybrid. Bestowing me with such power, Iron Axe won't disappoint you. Alright, you don't have to flatter me. Like this, Mew. Now then, Carter did master the basics. Reporting to your highness, I do understand how to use it, but its volume of produce ton. I know besides the 2 you have here, 2 more are being crafted. They will be ready in around 2 days. The launch of the Age of Fire weapons is way more complicated than I thought it would be. But we don't have much time left. The months of the demon have begun. Greetings, your highness. Did find some alright thing last. Should have night taught them how to give salute. Didn't spot any track of demonic beasts, your highness. Based on experience, there are not that many demonic beasts after the first snowfall. Those which mutated are just some weak animals. Keep being on the alert against it then. Hold on, look over there. God, isn't that a demonic beast? It's coming this way, it's coming. Your highness, shall we sound the alert now? Just like in training, you are the one who must judge whether you have to sound the bugle call for this matter. Have more experience than me. Looks like the training was worth in order to main discipline on the wall. When you spot demonic beasts, you must first observe calmly, only then you can organize your senses quick and accordingly. Looks like it is of a fox variety. Yes, it seems that this one hasn't been infected for long. He poses no big threat. It indeed looks like it got infected with the breath of hell. Watch out, your highness, it probably wants to jump over the wall. Be careful, your highness. Ka, Ia. You. Huff, good thing we didn't let it jump over, or else it would have been a disaster. Their blood is actually black. Is that due to the infection of the demonic power? But can witches keep their heads straight after the awakening? If I get the chance, I'm definitely going to the impassable mountain range. What happens if one gets bitten? A demonic beast? Will they become something like the beast? Of course not. One simply dies after getting bitten. Good thing this is not a zombie apocalypse seal, or else I wouldn't have the technique to collect the antigen of the zombie virus at all. Then what about their meat? Can we eat, your highness? How could we eat these incarnations of the devil? They all got infected. The touch of hell, you know. Your knight is right. Give once severed their meat to feed it to hounds. They died right after eating it. Is that so? What a pity. A pity. Border town is short of food supply. If we could eat the meat of demonic beasts, winter would be the months of harvest. Just imagining it, with all the crazed beasts running from the forest to border town, we wouldn't even need any hunting tools. Reporting to your highness. Wounded, want that? Were got demonic beast wounded, shot dead just now. How could people get wounded? According to the information from the battlefield hospital, the wounded are in fact not from the civilian troop of the wall, but workers of North Slope Mine.